Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 731. Last day of July already. Hard to believe. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, this Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I'll be telling you what's happening today in Durham. And I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. And you can join me on camera after I do the weather. We can hang out. You can promote yourself, tell us about your special event, your business, etc. And if you share this out, that would be super awesome, because then more people here from in Durham can find out what indeed is happening. Now, what I need to do, I forgot to post the link. Let me put on my specs so I can see what's going on. William M. Andrews is here with a fist bump. Kaboom! Good afternoon from Durham, North Carolina. Good afternoon, William. Hoping that you're having a really great day, nice and warm. And of course, oh wait, I didn't post your, there you go. Saying good afternoon from Durham, North Carolina. He's watching from YouTube. And he's saying it is a beautiful day in the Bull City. And it is indeed. And I forgot to post the link, so I'm going to do that right now. So let me just, and he's saying, yes, I am. Wonderful. Okay. So let me add a comment real quick. Let's see. I want to aim it at the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. And I'm saying, join me on camera. This is for those of you who want to promote something or just want to come on and say hi. There you go. Now it's on the Facebook page. Indeed. Now, let's get started with the show. I have my specs on. Let me move my keyboard out of the way. Oh, and check out what I picked up at Discover Durham. This is kind of cool. This is the downtown Durham. It's like a descriptor of certain buildings, and it's actually the booklet that they give you to take a self tour. Now, Discover Durham is what used to be called the Durham Convention and Visitors Bureau or Center, either Bureau or Center. I can't remember. They still call it the Durham now they call it the Durham Visitor Info Center, 212 West Main Street. And it's actually a great place to drop in, even if you are a Durhamite already and you already know or you think you know, everything there is to know about Durham. They have lots of brochures like this. Like, for example, there's something I saw that was really wild. Let's see if I can find it real quick. So the Temple Building is at 302 West Main Street. And it was built, this is wild, it's a 1909 Spanish colonial style building. It was built with leftover materials when they built Watts Hospital. Built with leftover materials from Watts Hospital, which closed in 1976. That is wild, because what was Watts Hospital is now the Durham NC School of Science and Math, and you do notice it is Spanish style, especially when you look at the roof. So this is wild. Now let me show you the building that's like a miniature. Wait, I want to give it away. Let me see if I can find it. I hope it's in here. Wait a minute. I forget what it's called. Let's see. Because when they point, there it is. The 21C Museum Hotel building used to be SunTrust, CCB. So it was built in 1935, 17-story skyscraper. It was commissioned by John Sprunt Hill. And it says, if the design looks familiar, it's because the structure was designed by the same New York City architecture firm that designed the Empire State Building. So step back and take another look at it. Then you'll notice, you'll be like, it does look like a miniature Empire State Building. It's wild. So the official address, if you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, 111 Corcoran Street. So that's why. See, I already knew that. And actually, just one bit of black history. So when I first moved to Durham, I think the CCB sign was up there on top of the building. And then I think they changed it to SunTrust. And the reason why, now this building was built in apparently 1935. And they didn't have anything on top of the building. It was just a building. But then North Carolina Mutual built their own building, which is it's still there. I mean, it's not. I mean, the building's still there, but I can't remember what year it was built. I think it was built in. Because my aunt had a picture of the groundbreaking. I can't remember, but anyway, when North Carolina Mutual building was built, it turned out to be the tallest building downtown. So the people at the CCB SunTrust building, now called the 21C Museum Hotel, they said, we'll be gosh darned if black people have the tallest building in Durham. And that's why they put that big CCB, like I said, later replaced with SunTrust. That's why it was up there, because they weren't going to be outdone by black folks. That's a cool bit of history there. Big shout out, by the way, since I just noticed that I'm wearing this. Meals on Wheels. Big shout out to Meals on Wheels. I filmed I did a little bit of filming with them, and I will be hopefully finishing that up soon so that you can see my little video on Meals on Wheels. But yeah, enough Durham history. It's always fun though, isn't it? So anyway, pick up one of these because you might not know the history behind the buildings that are downtown. And I haven't actually read this whole thing because I just picked it up. But yeah, it's really fun. And the nice thing about it is if you're older, it's all in big print. So, which is really nice. I really appreciate that as a person who's 70. So yeah, I appreciate that. Anyway, it's a great little brochure, and they have more. So anyway, big shout out to downtown Discover Durham, rather. Discover. I almost said downtown Durham. Well, big shout out to them too, because they promote Durham as well. All righty, let's see. No more comments. Okay, let me go to the Word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, by the way, if you don't know. And this is where you can find lots of programs and services to help you, to help your family. Just go up and down the page, see what you can sign up for. Like the city has an interesting, let me see if I can find it real quick. The city of Durham has this fascinating program. Let me see if I can find it. It is the Water Management Department. They have a toilet rebate program. I'm sorry to mention toilet if you're having lunch, but let me just say it very quickly that they have this really cool program. Okay, suppose you live in an older house, right? And you flush. You're using about 7 gallons. If it's an older toilet, older house, you're using about 7 gallons. That's a lot of water. Now, suppose you're in a house like mine. My house was built it's a newer, actually I shouldn't even say my house because I guess it's now, it's almost 30 years old. Well, by Chicago standards where I'm from, that's brand new. But let's say one of these new houses that you see going up. So when they flush, it's only like 1.5 gallons. That's all. Imagine how much water they're saving throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. And that has a real effect on your water bill. Just think about that. So the city, they have a toilet rebate program. What they want you to do, or what they wouldn't mind you doing, is getting a new, efficient toilet, one of the modern ones, and they will credit you up to $100 in your water bill. But here's the thing. These new toilets cost $100. So it's like getting a free toilet. And then down the road, you are saving on your water bill. So anyway, this is a city program. Check it out. It is on the Durham Skywriters Word page. Go to durhamskywriter.com, go to the Word page, scroll down to City of Durham Water Management Department. All right, and you are quite welcome for that, because you can just do the math, saving a lot of money. Okay, now where am I going? I am going to check with the Durham County Libraries. They are open until 6 this evening, with it being Friday, and then they reopen tomorrow. And let me make sure, at 9:30. Let me make sure, though. I'm going to make certain, because I say these things and I memorize them, and then I sometimes lose confidence and want to make sure that I got it right. Saturday hours are, yes, 9:30. They reopen tomorrow at 9:30. Bragtown is not open on the weekend, and the main library is open not only on Saturday but also Sunday as well, from 1 until 6. How about that? Now, let's see. I think I took up so much time, but I think what I'm going to do now is to hop over to the To Your Health page. Let's take just a quick little peek at the blood drives, because you can literally save lives by donating blood. I have had to receive blood when I was really, it was a complication. It was a complication of a medical procedure, so I had to go back. I had an operation. I had bleeding ulcers, and I was taking care of my aunt. Very stressful being a caregiver, but anyway. And then I started fainting when I got home, and I was rushed to the hospital again. And anyway, they fixed it, but I had to have a blood transfusion. So, anyway, very important. Very, very important. I really appreciate when people donate blood. So let's see what the American Red Cross is going on. Let's see what their next blood drive is. It is going to be today. Okay, 15 minutes ago, they just opened up at St. Matthew Catholic Church at 1001 Mason Road, and they will be there until 5 this afternoon. And then Saturday, tomorrow, they'll be at the River Church from 9 until 2 at 4425 Ben Franklin Boulevard. Wonderful. And that's going to be, again, from 9 until 2. And Blood Connection, they do the same thing. Their next blood drive is tomorrow. They will have a crew over at the Home Depot at 1700 North Point Drive. That's on the north side of town over there by Costco. And that will be tomorrow from 11 until 4. And then they'll have another crew at the Glass Jug Beer Lab, the one that is out south, 5410 Highway 55, from 5 until 7. And that's tomorrow. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, let me tell you about the HELP program, also known as the Health Equipment Loan Program, located at 4206 North Roxborough Street. They accept donations of things to help you in the bathroom and around the house if you're disabled, injured, or elderly, like wheelchairs, canes, crutches, portable ramps, things to help you in the bathroom, like tub transfer benches where you can go from your wheelchair and transfer over to the your shower chair. So that's very, very useful for people who need it. So basically, they accept donations, and then they clean everything up, repair as necessary, and then they lend them out to people who need them for 90 days at a time at no cost, which is super awesome. It's great if you know, like maybe you just got out of the hospital and you know you don't need a wheelchair like for the rest of your life. This is a great opportunity. Use it for 3 months, and then somebody else can use it. So think about it, and maybe you're going to have elderly folks visiting for, the last part of summer or whatever, the beginning of the school year, and you can make sure they're comfortable by borrowing an item or two from the Health Equipment Loan Program and have it at the ready for your relative, and then take it back when they leave. Alrighty. Oh, they're only open 2 days a week. Tuesdays 10 to 2, Fridays 1 until 5. And that address again is 4206 North Roxborough Street. It's practically a kitty corner across the street from the Cookout. All right, let's go to the top of the health page and click on that health events button, and let's see what's going on. Let's see. Going on right now. It's probably too late to join this, but maybe you can register and get a link to the video. I'm not saying that can happen, but it might happen if you missed this. This being a webinar, the North Carolina Food Safety and Defense Task Force and the NC Fresh Produce Safety Task Force, they are co-hosting right now a webinar, and it lasts until 1:15, and it's called Cyclospora Cases in North Carolina. They're trying to make sure that North Carolina farms are, produce farms are having safe practices so that they can reduce the risk of cyclospora contamination. People in California have been saying, I guess people in the know have been telling us that certain farms that say they give their field workers bathroom breaks, they call them potty breaks, I guess, and they really aren't, which means they got to do what they got to do, wherever they are. It doesn't bode well for us, does it? So I dare hope that North Carolina farms are better than California farms in that regard, because that's just inhumane. It's not allow people to use the restroom. So enough of my opinion, but anyway. That webinar is going on right now. I am missing it. I knew I was going to miss it. I wanted to attend, but I wanted to do the show, and I also have to go downtown as soon as I'm done, so I already knew I was going to miss it. But I think I'm going to take my own advice and register just to be on record, so that maybe I can get a link to the webinar after it's over. Or maybe they're going to put it on, it'd be nice if they put it on YouTube. That'd be real nice. So I might ask a request for them to do that. But anyway, that's going on right now. Okay, let us now go to the Senior Scope page, and let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, which is downtown at 406 Rigsby Avenue. There are more resources on this senior page, but I'm just going to zip down to the Durham Center for Senior Life, and I want to tell you what's going on this afternoon, with it being Friday. So, the movie starts soon. They have Friday matinees at 12:30 in the theater. Yes, they have a theater. They give away free popcorn, which is super awesome. So today's movie at 12:30 will be The Karate Kid, and not the original with that what's his name, Ralph Macchio or something like that. This is going to be the new one from 2010 with Will Smith's kid. I think his name is Jaden Smith. So it's going to be that one, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, correct me, please. But yeah, so the movie starts at 12:30, and that should be a really fun movie. Also happening this afternoon bingo at 1, and then chair, flow, and flex also at 1, and that's exercising while seated. That has a red FB. That means that it will be live streamed from the Durham Center for Senior Life Facebook page, just in case you say, I don't want to go downtown this afternoon. I've got things to do, so maybe you can check it out from home. Okay, and now what I would like to do is to tell you that I believe that today is the last day to get your early bird ticket for the Legacy of Light, which is the Durham Center for Senior Life's second annual Legacy Ball, which is at the end of next month. I think it's going to be, Friday, August 28th, from 6 until 8. It's going to be a very big deal, semi-formal attire, so I want you to dress up and look slick. Enjoy an elegant evening of recognition, inspiration, entertainment, and fellowship. Early bird tickets are $45, so the ticket sales end today in terms of early bird. And then legacy members, you can get tickets starting August 1st, which is tomorrow. That's 50, and then general admission will be 60. So there you go. Do what you got to do. I do have a link. You can get more information, and you can make your purchase from home. You don't even have to go down there. Okay, now let's hop over to the Let's Go calendar of events page. Let's do that. Then I have to rush downtown for a meeting. Let's see. Today's, wow, last day of July. I can't believe it. Okay. Let's see. Tells you about the webinar. Oh, Wheels Durham at 7:15 North Hoover Road. They're going to have summer public skating this afternoon from 2 until 4:30. Admission for skaters is $13. Skate rentals are $6, $7 for rollerbladers. And if you are an adult age 18 plus, you're just there to watch your kid, you don't plan to skate, then you get in for $4. Now this evening, Boxyard RTP, the outdoor venue at 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54, they're going to have Gray Oaks, singer-songwriter Gray Oaks, cool name. This is the Friday Night Live concert series this evening from 5:30 until 7:30. Totally free admission, no strings attached. You can just sit there with your book, your iPad, you can relax, listen to the music. There's a giant fan overhead keeping you cool. And there's also restaurants. So you might want to have a couple of bucks on you or your cards or whatever, because they have at least, let me think, they have at least 4 restaurants there, maybe more. I have to go there and count. But they do have some different restaurants there. You can get things to eat. You can purchase something to eat or drink, and then go back to the listening room, the outdoor listening room, and have another seat and enjoy the music. Now there's going to be a gigantic event at Re-City Network tonight. It's the LILA Latinx LGBTQ initiative. They are hosting the Noche de Gala Peruana. So if you love the culture of Peru, they're going to have a big event celebrating a night of Peruvian elegance, culture, music, and food. Tickets are $65. You can click, make your purchase. The proceeds will go towards their work focusing on visual arts, health, culture, support groups, education, and advocacy for the Spanish-speaking LGBTQ plus community. And then I have it also, the same announcement in Spanish. Line Dancing with Jitterbug is tonight at the Edison Johnson Recreation Center, but it's not going to be your average line dance class, which is usually from 6 until 7. Edison Johnson is at 500 West Murray Avenue. Tonight is going to be the 5th Friday Party Edition. So they're adding an hour. So it's going to be from 6 until 8. We're talking snacks. We're talking line dancing. We're talking about fun. We're talking about fellowship. We're talking about music by DJ Pitty Pat. And we're going to have so much fun. So come join us. We'll be there at Edison Johnson from 6 until 8. Okay, let's see. Now the Scrap Exchange, they're going to have an interesting celebration event for the Ministry of Cardboard. That is this evening from 6 until 8. So artist in residence Jason Lord apparently has transformed the Cameron Gallery into a cardboard laboratory for experimentation. That sounds like lots of fun. It sounds really cool. I would go there if I weren't going to the line dance thing. But they're going to have snacks, they're going to have refreshments, they're going to pop-up performances by friends of the artist. It's a free event. So if you like creativity and you like to see people be creative with cardboard, and there's cardboard all over the place, this might give you some ideas, or just admire the talent of Jason Lord. So that's going to be this evening from 6 until 8 at the Scrap Exchange, which is in the Lakewood Shopping Center at 2050 Chapel Hill Road. Wheels Durham, 715 North Hoover Road. They're going to host Family Night Skate Plus Squishies Giveaway Day from 6 until 8:30. I'm not sure what Squishies is. I suppose that's the latest toy craze. I'm guessing. I'm sure I'm right. Admission for skaters is $20, but that includes the skate rental. Plus, you get a squishy. I don't know what that is, but I'm excited about it. Let me know. Come on the show one day and show us your squishy if you have one. So anyway, again, non-skaters who are just there to watch the kids, and they don't plan to skate, you get in for $4. But yeah, so that is going to be this evening, 6 until 8:30. 20 includes a skate rental and a squishy. So if your kids are jumping up and down right now, then you know this might be definitely a worthwhile event. Now, if you like jazz, and who doesn't, Gracie J, featuring Jason Marcellus, with Jay on vocals, Marcellus on drums. Also, Ryan Hansler on piano and William Ledbetter on bass. They will be appearing in concert tonight at 7 at the Sharp 9 Gallery Jazz Club, which is at 4608L Industry Lane. That's that industrial area, which is off Fayetteville Road and Martin Luther King Parkway. So tickets are $35, $20 for students, and you can click and make your purchase in advance because they might be sold out because there's a Marcellus in there. So you never know. Click now and just check it out. Okay, Esmeralda's Cafe, which is at 1515 North Point Drive in the North Point Shopping Center. They'll be hosting, usually they have an acoustic like open mic, but tonight is something different. They're going to have street dance. So they're going to block off that little street there in front of the cafe for a dance party. And the music will be provided by String Break. Love the name. I love puns. String Break. Love that. So it's free admission. But you might want to duck inside the cafe as well and maybe buy a little snack just to show your appreciation. That's going to be this evening from 7 until 9. The Triangle Country Dancers, they're hosting their 5th Friday Challenging Country Dance at Reality Ministries, which is at 916 Lamond Avenue, this evening from 7:30 until 11. So Jared Kirkpatrick and Kelsey Wells will be playing the music, and Charlotte Crittenden will be calling out the steps. Now, this particular session is for those who are more familiar with contra dancing. Sometimes they do teach you. Actually, they're going to be really nice. They will have a workshop at 7:30 if you honestly don't know about country dancing. So it's kind of like where they call out. I think it's kind of like square dancing, where they call out like do-si-do and swing your partner round and round. That sort of. I think. I'm just guessing, but I think it's what it is, or something very similar. So they start out with the workshop at 7:30, and then open dancing. They want you to wear comfortable, soft-soled shoes and cool, comfortable clothes. Don't wear any fragrances. And then you can pay anywhere between $10 and $30, either cash or credit. It's all up to you. And I do have a link so you can get more information. Last but not least, Wheels Durham will not be outdone. They will be hosting Friday night adult night skate for those who are age 18 plus this evening from 9 until midnight, so you will be out late skating. So admission for skaters is $13, and you can rent if you don't own. Now tomorrow, Durham NC Park Run, as always, will start at 8 o'clock in Southern Boundaries Park, 100 Third Fork Road. August Cars and Coffee, that's going to take place at the Road Scholars, another great pun, 5425 Page Road. And usually you go there and you look at the cool cars and they pop the hoods and you look at the motors and the engines and carburetors and all that stuff. So The vehicles tomorrow, the featured vehicles will be those low riders. I love those. I'm not sure exactly who started out. I think Mexican Americans started that out in California. It's where the cars are like really cool old cars and they're real low, and then they for some reason they bounce. It's crazy. But I've seen black folks in California doing that too. Apparently they're doing it here in North Carolina as well. So I'm not sure who started, but I think it started. And again, correct me if I'm wrong. Um, I think Mexican Americans started it. But anyway, it's super fun. That's going to be tomorrow. So you can see all that fun from 8 tomorrow until 11. How about that? The address again, 5425 Page Road. Now, the Durham Farmers Market is going to be in Durham Central Park tomorrow from 8 until noon. That address is 501 Foster Street. You can park for free. Go just south on Foster to that parking lot, or go just west to Morris Street and park for free in the Measurement Incorporated parking lot, and then you just walk down the hill. Now, the South Durham Farmers Market, same hours. They will be at Hub RTP 500 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. Both of them offer double bucks, where if you are using SNAP, EBT, WIC, you live in public housing, Durham Housing Authority housing, take your credentials there to the farmer's market. I guess they swipe something or whatever, and you can literally double your money. Also, if you're like me and you won one of the senior vouchers, definitely check it out. You will be able to literally double your money. If you plan to spend $15, you take home $30 worth of food. I'm just saying. They want to make sure that we are all strong and healthy and eating fresh foods. So there you go. Now, don't forget that the Durham Craft Market shares Durham Central Park with the Durham Farmers Market. They're on the north side of the park. And don't forget, if you're airing out your kids or your grandkids, there's a playground right across the street, and they always love that. They can climb the different, whatever you call them, and then they have a giant, like a bird, and I think they have a turtle. Anyway, kids love to climb those. So take your little ones. They will love it. And they do close off Foster Street on Saturdays, so they'll be safe running back and forth. Okay. The Triangle Church at 2103 Page Road, they're going to be hosting a huge sale tomorrow from 8 until 2, where families in the congregation are getting together to sell a whole variety of goods to help support missions in local and foreign churches. So that again is 2103 Page Road. Bagging It for Kids and Root Causes, they're teaming up to man the walk-up table. It's a food giveaway where you choose the foods that you like. That's going to be tomorrow. So if you're low income, because this is really for struggling families, you might maybe want to go there first, because they will be there from 9 until 11. Oh, wait a minute. This is not going to be, sometimes it's at the Senior Center downtown. Oh, this one's going to be at Root Causes Distribution Hub, 1925 Yearby Avenue. So that's right close to Dew Gardens, right across the street from Dew Gardens, off of Anderson, which is close enough to downtown that if you do have a car and you're struggling and you really need food and don't have the money, why don't you stop there first, maybe right there at 9 o'clock, and see what you can get for free, and then head over to the farmer's market and use your voucher, your credentials, SNAP, whatever, to double your money at the farmer's market. So just a suggestion. Okay. Here's a cleanup. We need volunteers. Keep Durham beautiful. They're looking for volunteers. They're going to be having their North Mineral Springs Road cleanup tomorrow from 9:30 until 11. Now they're going to have two starting points. Carly C's, which is at 3729 Wake Forest Highway, which I think is also Holloway Street. And also another starting point at the end of North Mineral Springs Road at the intersection of Stallings, and Fletcher Chapel Road. I guess if you're in the neighborhood, you know those streets. They will be providing gloves, vests, litter grabbers, and trash bags. And you can click for more information and sign up. That's going to be tomorrow. Keep Durham Beautiful, 9:30 until 11. I would suggest, because I think it's going to be hot tomorrow, I believe, take some bottled water. Stay hydrated. Alrighty, to see if there's anything else I need to tell you about. Oh, Pauli Murray Center for History and Social Justice. They're going to have open Saturday from 10 until 2 tomorrow. So you can, if you haven't been there before, you can, that's where the former attorney, Episcopal priest, civil rights activist, or I should say the late. No, you can only say the late if they could be expected to still be living because of their age. So I'm going to say, I'll just say she's no longer with us, although she's been ordained a saint. I don't know if you knew that. But anyway, you can enjoy the renovations of her home, but they turned the home into like a museum. So you'll be walking through her house looking at the beautiful renovations, but you'll be seeing her images, hearing her voice, learning about her life and her work. So that's going to be tomorrow. Tickets range from 2 to 10, whatever you can afford. And then I have a link so you can get more information and make your purchase. The Davis Dance Company at 2122 Sovereign Street, they're hosting their open house and birthday bash. So happy birthday. They've been in business for 5 years. So they're celebrating with tours of their studio space. You can also buy dance gear and learn about their classes. So the Davis Dance Company, thumbs up, staying in business for 5 years, and hope you go on for many, many more. Now this is an event that I will be attending. Student U, they will be hosting their now they've been around for 20 years, their 20th birthday bash. That's going to be celebrated at their spot at W.G. Pearson Center, 600 East Umstead Street, which is just east of the Stanford Warren Library. So former students and people who are current students, people who are interested, the community, they're invited to celebrate. They're going to have a family reunion style get together with music by DJ Pitty Pat. That's me. So I'll be out front playing a really fun music. So you can click to register. I've got the link right there so they'll know you're coming. Make sure they have enough food. And you can also click on another link. I have 2 links. So the second link will take you to the description of Student U on the school tools page of the Durham Skywriter. So basically they help, I think it's like half, I think the students that they help, like half are African American, half are Hispanic Latino. So basically kids who want to work hard, people who want to do well, people who want to enjoy education, kids who want to get more out of education, they're helping them to do that. So you might want to check out the program for your kids. So come to the celebration tomorrow and get some information on Student U. That address, even though it's 600 East Umstead Street, those like me who live in the community, we already know where that is. But if you're coming from other communities and you're not quite sure where it is, they're saying to put 1,200, wait, what did they say? Wait, is it Spalding? I think it's Spalding. Wait, let's see. They're saying if you're not familiar and you're using your GPS, your Apple Maps, Google Maps, whatever, you enter 1,200 Spalding, and that will take you to the same place. I don't know why. Maybe it's a weird anomaly of the GPS system. I don't know. But that's going to be tomorrow, so I hope to see you there. It will be from 11 until 2. And one more thing I want to mention, Wheels Durham is going to have a brand new day hero skate. And that will be, or is it a brand new day hero? But anyway, it's tomorrow, all day skate, 11 until 6:30. It's in honor of superhero movies. You can wear your cape if you like. Admission for skaters is $13. You can rent if you don't own. And that should be so much fun. Yes, indeed. Skating all day long. All All right, let us now check the weather. Grab my little phone here, and let's do that intro. Ooh, I thought I felt the heat. It's 86 degrees right now. Totally sunny. We're going to have an all sunny afternoon. Complete sunshine until sunset, which is at 8:21. I wish you were 9:21, but what can you do? It's going up to 89 degrees, which is going to be hot. The low tonight will be 63. And then tomorrow, it's going to be cloudy tomorrow. Okay. But the high will be 88, so another hot day. I have a feeling it might be a little humid tomorrow because it looks like Sunday we're going to get some rain. Because Sunday is going up to 86, but there's an 80% chance of rain. And looking ahead to next week, it looks like rain every single day with thunderstorms on Friday and Saturday. But that's in the future. We're not going to worry about it right now because the weather changes every day. I mean, it's so volatile here in the middle of North Carolina. It was explained to me by a weather forecaster that it's hard to be really accurate days in advance because the air over the Piedmont and the Triangle is a little bit more active because we're in between the mountains and the ocean. So you shouldn't really worry about rain every day next week. It might not happen. We'll see. As the days get closer, we will definitely see. But it's 86 now, and it's going up to 89. All right, got to hit this meeting downtown, so I'm going to say goodbye for now. Hope to see you tonight at Edison Johnson at 6 at Jitterbug's 5th Friday line dance party social class. That should be lots of fun. And then I hope to see you tomorrow at Student U. Oh, wait a minute. That means I won't be doing the show live at 10 because it starts at 11. I have to be there at 10. I will probably pre-record tomorrow's show. I apologize in advance if you wanted to come on the show. You can come on next week because I think I'll be live all next week. Let's see. Let me check. Oh yeah. Live all next week. So you can come on next week. Every day, Monday through Friday, I'll be doing Bull City Hangout at noon. So you'll be able to watch the pre-recorded Bull City Hangout tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I'll either do it live early before I leave, or I'll pre-record it and let it air at 10. We'll see what I decide tomorrow morning. And that is it for today's show. Have a beautiful afternoon, and I'll see you later. Ciao for now.